Greetings from WBCS Neo yet again. Another little cube review. Reason I'm doing this cube review because I got it for Christmas off a nice friend, Bev and Lorenzo. Thanks. Cheers. Thanks for doing me head in again. Little do they know they actually got me another 7x7 a few years back, but they completely forgot about it. But to be honest, this one is a much better cube. So I'm dead chuffed that I've got this one, because this one's actually, because it's so nice, which is spoiled, there's a bit of a spoiler really. I'll just make sure I've got the sticker the right way, like that, there we go. So anyway, getting back to the cube. So this is the MFJS MeiLong 7x7, a budget 7x7 cube, but to be fair, for a budget cube, it's very well made. Out of the box, there's the box, just for reference. You get the usual box with it, and obviously some explanation, which is all in Chinese, which is fantastic for people who don't speak Chinese or read it. And it doesn't really give you that much in regards to how to solve it, unless you know Chinese. So, unless you're Chinese, you just put that in the bin, to be fair. Okay, just for reference, just in case you are deciding to get a 7x7 and you don't know anything about parity and stuff like that happens with anything above 5x5, I think it was, but I've seen parity on 4x4, so I don't know. Anyway, so as you can see, I've nearly done this one, but where am I? I'm still learning, so I haven't learned algorithms for sorting out the parity bit yet. So I need to twist these around and stuff without messing this bit up, which is a parity move. Okay, so I'll get that sorted today. I might do it just after the videos. It'll take us 2 minutes, and then after that's just a normal 3x3 solve, which is what this bit is all ready to do. I just need to get these bit. It takes me quite a while. At the minute, it takes me about an hour to do a 7x7, which probably for a lot of people go only an hour. Okay, but considering like world record holders do these in what, 10 minutes or something stupid like that, it's like what? But then again, they are using really expensive versions in magnetics and stuff like that. So this one doesn't have magnets at all, so it is a case of when you're moving, you have to be very precise. If you don't, it locks. They're not designed to corner cut very well, as you can tell. So yeah, but to be fair, for a budget cube, this is really, really good. I've enjoyed playing with it over the last couple of days. It does spin very nicely out. I mean, I've obviously put oil on this now, but even out of the box, it was actually quite dry. It didn't seem to have any oil in, so I've oiled it up, and it says obviously it's a much nicer cube for a big cube like this. It's quite good. I think the only drawback the only criticism I can give with something this size, if I can find my other 7x7, which is around here somewhere. I don't think I've got it on hand. I'm having a quick look, see if I can quickly spot my 7x7, but I might have put it in my cube bag. I think I have. I don't think I can see it anywhere. Just having a quick look. Having a quick dig, which is a lot bigger because the cubes are all the same size, whereas this one is designed to be like a mini cube. So as you can see, this is the GAN 11M Pro, not much bigger, so it's quite good. So you can still stick this one in your pocket and still have a nightmare, which is great. But yeah, as you can see, it turns very little effort. The middle three seem to be a little bit tighter than these outer. In fact, that one seems to be, I mean, I've just got more oil than that one. No, that one's the same. So it's like certain ones have a little bit more tightness, but they'll probably bed in as I turn them, sort of thing. But it does, like I say, you can still do finger tricks with them, which is good. Slices are a nightmare, so you do end up doing slices like that sort of thing, because with it being so small, you can't really get your finger in to get enough. You can do it, but it's very tricky, so it's just as easy to do that, to be fair. So you know what I mean, so you could it's yeah, it's not a bad cube. Anyway, this is a stickered version. Stickerless versions are better if you're a person who's got nails. I've got a little bit of a nail, so I'm expecting me to pick some stickers off in no time if I start getting fast with it. So I'm being slow with it for a reason, you know. I don't want to rip the stickers off with it. So I cut my nails. But I like it'll have a little bit of edge just in case I need to pop a centerpiece off, like on the GAN for example, where you do need a good bit of nail to unlock those things. But as a rule, if you only get a 7x7 and you just want to have a go of it, and it's something that you make you think, oh, I'm not going to do that, and put it away in the cupboard, you're not wasting a load of money. This is ideal. It's a nice little cube. I haven't got a really big comparison other than my other cube, which unfortunately is not around, so I can't really compare it, but I know that one wasn't half as nice as this one. This one's really nice. It's basically it's Muyu branch off, so it's you can just see how wavy it is. It just wants to go. It's quite nice. No magnets, so the only drawback with this is you've got to be very precise if you're turning. If you're not, you end up in a pickle. So did I do a bit of corner slice there? It does try. You can do not much, mind, but it does a little tiny bit of corner. Yeah, value for money, 10 out of 10, definitely. It's definitely worth its value. I won't say how much they are because I'm not supposed to know it's a Christmas present. But yeah, for value for money, for its cost, which I cannot say, have to Google it. Sorry, it's a good little 7x7 starter cube. If you want to branch off from 3x3, it's probably a good idea. If you are, I don't know, not bored with a 3x3, but 3x3, you kind of get bored with a 3x3. You know what I mean? You keep on, you evolve with the cube. You know what I mean? The cube becomes part of you. I find once I've been playing on this for a couple hours, my perception of this, it feels like it's a kid's toy compared with that, because obviously that's the next level. You've got to negotiate all this. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any lineups or anything, whereas this is just literally two edges, corners, and that's it, done. That enhances your way or perception of doing a Rubik's Cube, and especially if you've got a magnetic cube like this, which is so precise, your actual movements are much better than what they would be beforehand. So this enhances how you work this, because your eyes perceive this much differently to this. Your eyes are focused on so many dots, so many edge pieces. When you're lining these edge pieces up, looking around the cube all the time, it just hurts your head. It really does. It can give you a massive headache if you're not used to doing these. After a couple of hours of that, you do want to put it away for a while. But you come back on here and you go, wow, this is so easy. It's unbelievable how quick you end up doing it, so I wouldn't mind doing some more times on that. Anyway, so getting back to this very quickly, it is a nice cube, stick-head version compared with the stickerless ones that I'm used to now. So what can I say? It's a great Christmas present, you know what I mean? I love it. I haven't put it down for the last couple of days. I've just put it up, done a little bit, put it back down, until I get to, like I say, I'm on to this. Whoop, there it is. Need a little parity problem here, which is these two need to be taken out, swapped round, and then put back in. Not so easy as doing an edge swap on these things, which is only like 6 moves or something. It goes around the block, literally. You can't do both of these at the same time, but as a learner I think I'll do one at a time so I don't screw the whole cube up. Okay, but yes, if you want to go the next stage other than going 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7 is a nice jump up. And it'll give you a headache at the start, especially when you get to, say, the last two sides where you're jiggling colours across from each other. That can be a right headache, trying to figure out which way to turn things and slot them in and without messing what you've already got. It's great when you've got 3, because you can jiggle between 2 sides for the centres and stuff. No, it's a nightmare. Okay, but if you want to progress from this, I would definitely go. If you want something that's slightly harder but doesn't take too long or too much longer to solve, 4x4 straight away. This, however, will really kick you in the bollocks, and probably will take you a couple hours at least to solve if you're not familiar with how they work. Like I say, I've had one in the past, so I sat down and tried to solve it. It took like 2 hours on my first solve, and this one's actually, I tried again without trying to figure out what the algorithms were like without looking them up, and it took me hours upon hours to do the first solve, to the point where I couldn't get any further. I had to look for algorithms because I just got completely stuck. No matter what I tried, it wouldn't work. So yeah, but it's a great present, and it will do people's heads in for hours and hours and probably weeks if they kind of do a cube in the first place. Because once you've got these two sorted out, the rest of it, how I've got these bits here, if I was to show that, so that bit there, this corner is this corner, this bit here is this bit, and this bit is obviously that bit, and the same with the sides. So you just treat this as a 3x3 cube once we fix this parity problem, and it'll solve, you know, in about, I could probably get the rest of it solved because of how it turns, probably about a minute. But leading up to that, it takes us about 45 minutes just to get to the point of this, and then I'm stuck. Okay, the rest of it's quite easy, but this is always the problem with anything above 3x3 is parity problems, and you get things like this stuck, and you just go, ugh, no. Easy on a 4x4, not so easy on a 5x5 or above. Okay, so there you go, because you've got separate issues. Where a 4x4, it's usually the inner block, and it's just one algorithm really to sort it all out. Okay, there you go. Have a nice day, and we'll get on with the next review, which is going to be probably my setup of my GAN 11M, which is just sitting here. Boo, there it is, Mr. GAN. Oop, where's the camera? There it is. Right. So that'll be next. See you later.